Hello again, and welcome to day 3 of the 490 Marathon. We've been talking about the steps in the forgiveness process, and to help us practically connect with that process, I asked you to think about a recent experience that made you feel unloved or afraid. On day 1, you responded to this question: what did you want from the primary person in that scenario that they were not able to give you? On day 2, you responded to a second question: what did you get instead of what you wanted? Today, I would like you to think about the third question in the forgiveness process. How did you feel when you got what you got instead of what you wanted? 33 years ago, a psychiatrist from Australia named Joan combined the best of Eastern and Western medicine to help us overcome mental health challenges. He took knowledge of traditional Chinese medicine and he created an emotional map that links our body organs with the emotions that we feel. When we're in a state of fear, encounters with other people will trigger a fear response, and our bodies will give us signals that we need to tune into. Have you ever gotten a pinprick, like right here in your shoulder, just because you're rushing to do something? That's a sign that you're being intolerant. Have you ever experienced a pain that is radiating over your heart and perhaps going down your arm, but the doctors can't explain it? Yeah, that's rage. Have you ever had a stomach upset while you were arguing with someone or shortly after? Yeah, that's disgust. We often think of love and fear as emotions, but I would like you to adopt an alternative view. Love and fear are spiritual states of being. If I'm in a spiritual state of love, I am deeply and completely connected to who I am spiritually. I'm connected to all other spiritual beings. Of course, I'm connected to the great source of love, which is God. So let's now turn our attention to fear. Contrary to contemporary beliefs, love and fear are not opposite sides of a coin. There is no fear in love. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. You've heard me say that before, but here I want you to think about fear as a state of being spiritually rooted in an unconscious yet intense worry about separation, judgment, and punishment. In this life, our spiritual task is to overcome fear and to rise to the highest spiritual level where we become like Christ. That means we remain in a state of love. We forgive. We open the door to reconciliation. So go back to the scene that we've been using to move through these 7 days. How did you feel when you got what you got instead of what you wanted? It's essential that we connect with our feelings. So re-enter the scene again as an observer. Look intently now at yourself. What emotion were you experiencing in that moment? The most important thing here is that you are completely honest with yourself. Own your feelings. When you own your feelings, it is then that you will gain a greater understanding of what you are willing to live and die for. Knowing this allows for a deeper connection with ourselves. Connecting deeply with ourselves is essential for our spiritual growth. Start by listing off all the emotions that come to mind. And if you have trouble identifying these feelings, go to the list that I provided. And if you need to go beyond that list, a simple Google search using the search term feelings list might also be useful. So why don't you try that now? And we'll see you the next time.